For everyone who is new to the channel, as we have a lot of new subscribers, followers, and members, I want to let all you new followers, members know, okay, that we have covered modding content for a long time. I mean, a long ass time. We've covered Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, you name it. Doesn't matter the modding type of content. We have covered it, and we will continue to cover it. And we're hoping to have more coverage of it. But today, I got to speak about it. PlayStation 5 Hypervisor. Now, somebody might go, who cares about PlayStation 5 mods, Nick? I do! Let me tell you why I care. Especially at a time where certain rulings are not going into the consumer's favors as to where we might not have game preservation for long. We might be losing game preservation before our eyes. And yes, all those games, those old games you knew and loved, maybe you had a system that broke and you just got a box filled of cartridges and you can no longer play them. Guess what? You're going to lose a lot of this game preservation. So every time I hear anything of modding, hacking, allowing people to play backups, I feel differently. Now, I know there's going to be the piracy side of it, but that is why I feel differently, because I do believe, as becoming an old ass, I understand how these things are important. Game preservation is important, and if we lose it, we're just going to lose it to corporations who are just going to make a pretty penny off of it. So, in a shocking turn of events for PlayStation 5 security, hackers have found a major vulnerability in Sony's hypervisor security for the PlayStation 5. This exploit, nicknamed Hypervisor, has opened up the previously untouchable core of the PlayStation 5 software, raising significant questions about the console's security now. For a breakdown of this story and what it could mean for the future of gaming, let's get into the details, man. Yo, Cover, what's up? Dap me up, Harry Knuckles and all, man. Let's get into the details. During a recent Hardware.io InfoSec conference, for those who do not know, look this up. You will see these conferences, a bunch of snorky, those type of guys, but guess what? They know what the hell they talking about. And you need to listen, you need to pay attention, because these same nerds are going into fields that are going to be paving the way for things you are using. You need to pay attention. But during a recent Hardware.io InfoSec conference, renowned PlayStation hacker Spectre Dev, shout out Spectre Dev,
you dig it, sucker?
revealed a game-changing exploit in Sony's hypervisor, the PlayStation 5 security background, which is crucial for protecting the console's firmware from malicious attacks. This security layer uses techniques like execute-only memory to limit access to critical parts of the system, but Spectre Dev's exploit bypasses these safeguards. It's dubbed Hypervisor. This exploit targets PlayStation 5 firmware versions 1. Anything, baby, and 2. Possibly anything, baby, with support for version 2.50, offering homebrew enabler and running custom applications. Now, let me break that down for some of y'all. I know, we get a little all over the place. I know, let me break it down for some of y'all. I don't know if any of you have had any modding, I need to take another one, modded systems back in the day. Okay, but I've had the courtesy of having multiple modded systems. I've had a modded PlayStation 1, and that was modded multiple ways. I bought a golden finger that plugged into the back of the system. I played things like Game Shark and the Code Action Replay, things like that. I also took the water paper and stuffed it in there. That was way. I had the PlayStation 2. I had an S-Box mod. Yes, also soft modded it. So that was another one. PlayStation 3, what was it? The E3 flasher? Oh my goodness, how could I remember? Did the PlayStation 3 mods. Man, I remember those. Man. PSP, running homebrew enabler. This is some good stuff for Sony guys, man. I'm a Sony hater at heart, y'all. I'm a Sony hater at heart, for those who don't know. Sony was here right now, I'd give them a snuff. Through the exploitation of two separate hypervisor vulnerabilities, Spectre Dev managed to manipulate the kernel by decrypting encrypted ELF files and dumping kernel data. The key to this exploit lies in the PlayStation 5's unique firmware architecture. Pay attention. Where early versions of the hypervisor were embedded directly in the kernel. This exploit leverages unprotected jump tables, which enables Spectre Dev to overwrite specific memory functions, essentially gaining control over the system's hypervisor itself, nicknaming it Hypervisor. It's beautiful, man. Spectre Dev, I'm gonna give it up for you, man. Spectre Dev, I almost want to play some NWO music for you, man, but I'm gonna do one for you. I'm gonna pull it up for you, man. Courtesy of Spice, man. Spice rum, man. Courtesy. I don't know if I said rum a diddy dum dum. That don't mean nothing else, okay? Here we go. This is a courtesy of Spectre Dev, man. I told you I'm lit today. I'm sorry, y'all. I might get a little yo, burn up the chat, man. Burn up the chat. I don't give a damn what you say. Burn that shit up. All right. Spectre Dev, man. Thank you for releasing everything. These files are out there now. Shout out to wololo.net. You can go ahead and check out the files there. They got uploaded. You know, they put a lot of stuff up there. Hardware.io you can check out too. You know what I mean? But that ain't nothing. That's why I ain't show nothing porn. You know what I mean? Hey, Koya, what's going on? What's going on? Cheers, man. Dab me up. Harry Knuckles and all. That was the rest of that. There wasn't much. I should have got something else. Now, I'm going to be honest. Let's talk. Is this a breakthrough for game preservation? Is this a big deal? Or is this another way for pirates to really make money? And let's be honest. And when I talk about pirates, I want y'all to be honest. Don't lie to yourselves. I see y'all right now. I see y'all in the chat. You're lying. Some of y'all, yay. You're lying. You're lying to yourselves. You a damn pirate. You're a damn pirate. Okay? These companies are not making money when you downloading these games. Okay? I understand. You had Punch Out way back in the day and you lost it. You can't find it. So you downloaded it. They can't tell you what to do. They can. Because you lost it. See? See how that goes? So we got to be honest in ourselves. Is this going to create rampant? I don't think rampant piracy, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Because firmware versions are early firmware versions. I think PlayStation 5 firmware versions are way up there now. I don't know how they are, but they way up there. Okay? So it's only early versions of the PlayStation 5 firmware. Ty, what's going on? Dap me up. Dap me up, Ty. All right. Okay, I see you. All right, there you go, Ty. I got you. You know, we got a lot of people tuning in. My bad. I see you over there. Had the other. I got you. But I would like to ask, is this really a win in game preservation? I do like the fact, I want to say a couple of things, and in all seriousness, without getting, too wasted and all that. Spectre Dev. I like to shout out all devs or any developer or any hacker who's able to exploit vulnerabilities and showcase it to everybody. We need to know what these vulnerabilities are, because also for these companies, it protects them. They're getting paid from the bug bounty from Sony, right? So as long as you get paid from the bug bounty, Sony's able to patch it up. You're able to go ahead and release and do a whole conference about what exactly it exploited and how you did it. It gives hope to others who come along after to understand exploits and vulnerabilities in these different softwares. I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? I actually got to give a shout out to Spectre Dev. So that's why much love to my dog, Spectre Dev. Now see there, can I show you? Oh, stop with the old hip. Yo, to the hip, the hop, the hip. Yo, I spit real. I'm so skilled. They don't want to see me. I'm so ill. Man, I spit that like a camel. Doodle on my boot the way I kick that and spit like ammo. Ooh, that was off the top. Damn. All right, my bad. I've been drinking, y'all. My fault. But my predictions, this is going to lead to some PlayStation 5 prices going up for early version firmware, okay? For those looking out for that, you better look out now, okay? Because soon systems are going to be going. They're all going to be updated. And hopefully this exploits future firmware versions, we might be able to find something. But to be able to have full access to the hypervisor is major. It's something that Microsoft has mastered. I don't think, anybody has been able to access Microsoft's systems as far as like this. And it's also because I believe Sony is ran on I believe it's OpenBSD or FreeBSD. I forgot what it's called or whatever, but I'm kind of drinking. But nonetheless, that's accessible to more and more people can study it. More people can be able to understand more about it. So that's just my thought on it. Nonetheless, let me get to the chat here. All right, I'm gonna go through the chat. Let me read through the chat. I want to be able to speak more possible, but my short answer is I don't think so. If the PlayStation 4 modding scene is any example, I don't feel confident with the PlayStation 5. That's Ty 2K. Let's go ahead and pull up Ty here. Ty, what's on? First, dap me up, Ty. Hairy knuckles and all. Let's talk about your comment. Okay? Let's talk about that. All right. PlayStation 4. Let's talk about how people feel about the PlayStation 4 modding scene. How do people feel about that modding scene? Now, it depends on where you come from. If you're someone who's younger, just coming into modding, the PlayStation 4 modding scene may seem major to you, a lot of things that you can do there. But if you're someone who has been there from the beginning, you've seen systems where you have wide open systems and the possibilities and the things you can do. There are still consoles still being used to this day because they're modded and you have full capabilities of the system. So, based on that, I understand where you feel. It hasn't been much. Nintendo's kind of been the one booming, but I'm not gonna lie. Sony has had one hell of a hacking scene recently. They have had one hell of a hacking scene. All right, and let me go ahead and get to it. Oh, I'm gonna get the link in too. And I'm gonna get through a couple. My dude, I gotta get you in because I gotta get through a couple topics. I want to get you in though. Let me put the link in. Get you in on the early, all right? Because, I want to get in. We're going to talk about other. But I got to go ahead and move on to the next topic because I want to get you in and talk about all of them. We'll get you in and talk about all of them, my guy. All right? Anybody else, the Restream link is there. I'm with it today. I'm with the bush. Anybody come in, we can talk. Burn up the chat, man. Let's go ahead and move on. I just want to say, last but not least, let me get my last final, like Jerry Springer type shit. You know how Jerry Springer used to get a last? Jerry used to get that last shit like it mattered. Jerry, your whole show was fake. Get your ass out of here. Whole damn show fake. You trying to give a last serious take. Get your ass out of here. But anyways, last thing for the PS5 exploit. And then I want to get my man. I think my man Ty is here, so I want to get him in real quick. And then I'll bring out, we'll go ahead and do the algorithm. But I do want to say, I do think that Spectre Dev, knowing this, Spectre Dev probably has a lot more information that we don't know about. There's a lot of hacks that do get undisclosed. Nasty work, yes, but it's true, undisclosed. There have been people that have been small sample groups, which we'll get to Nintendo sample group in a moment. But you know how that goes. Spectre Dev, shout out to you, man. Dap me up, get your money, man. I'm not mad at you, man. Holla at Sony. Get the bug bounty. Get you a little 10 rack, 5 rack. You know what I'm saying? A little 5 rack thing, 10 rack, 1 rack thing. However you do it. I feel you.